Everyone in venture capital knows the gut punch of watching incredible ideas stall. Not because they lack merit, but because the money doesn't move where it needs to. The frustration is unbearable. Founders fighting tooth and nail to convince gatekeepers who never really look beyond spreadsheets and old networks. Investors craving breakthrough deals shackled by the same tired systems, the same middlemen, the same endless gatekeeping. The old world is broken, and you feel that sharp sting every time a deal dies. Not on merit, but on access, trust, or rigid protocols that feel designed to keep you out, not let you in. The real problem? The capital that fuels innovation flows through choke points. Nobody talks about openly. Traditional venture capital doesn't play fair. It's slow, clunky, and ancient in a world moving at lightning speed. How many great startups? How many movements? How many game changing ideas have been silenced, crushed, or ignored simply because the system is not built for them? It's a rigged game where the powerful cling to control, while the hungry, the desperate to disrupt founders burn out in the shadows, waiting for scraps or favors. The anger is real, and it should be. Because this isn't just inconvenience, it's opportunity lost, progress halted, the future denied. But here's the truth: nobody shouts loud enough. That system is not eternal, it's not unbreakable, and it's not the only way. Imagine a world where capital flows like electricity, fast, free, and available to those who dare to dream bigger. No more gatekeepers deciding if you deserve to build the next billion-dollar company. No more middlemen siphoning value or tying innovations to outdated rules. A world where decentralized ventures rewrite the rulebook, shifting power to the creators, the builders, the true risk takers. This is not some fantasy. It's happening right now, crawling under the skin of traditional capital flows and tearing them down from within. Decentralized ventures, networks built on blockchain, smart contracts, token economies, are unleashing a tsunami of change that the old players fear but can no longer control. They let everyone be their own banker, their own validator, their own judge. They replace strangers' skepticism with code that can't lie, funds that unlock instantly, partnerships that are indisputable because they're automatic and transparent. For founders, it means accessing capital no longer trapped behind iron curtains, but available wherever there's real potential, no matter geography, race, or background. For investors, it means tapping into a global pool of innovation that's more agile, more diverse, and way more impactful than anything the old world offers. This isn't about tearing down capitalism. It's about building better capitalism. One that funds breakthroughs, not repetition. One that rewards real merit, not pedigree or connections. Here's what needs to happen. Right now, right this second. If you want to ride this tidal wave rather than get swept away by it. First, reject the comfort of the old ways. Stop pretending that traditional networks and dollars on a cap table are the only routes. They aren't. Dig into decentralized structures. Learn how DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, work. Not just as buzzwords, but as living, breathing ecosystems you can join, influence, and build with. Understand token economies. They're not just fancy digital assets. They're mechanisms that realign incentives and create trust between thousands of strangers around the world. Don't just passively watch these systems evolve. Plug in, contribute, and get your hands dirty. Second, build with relentless selectivity. Not by mass, but by synapse. The power of decentralized ventures doesn't come from flooding every corner with capital. It comes from forging fierce, exact connections between founders and investors who truly align. Values, vision, velocity. Don't just seek out more deals. Seek out the right ones. Those brutal synergies that spark wildfire transformations. Network not to collect contacts, but to create catalysts. Third, harness transparency as your weapon. Smother the old secretive, opaque deals in daylight. Use technology to expose every step. Force accountability by making every action, every vote, every move programmable and public. This is your secret power. When everyone can see, trust skyrockets, friction collapses, and capital accelerates. Fourth, don't tolerate laziness disguised as compliance. You don't get to hide behind regulations or tradition to stall innovation anymore. Use the emerging legal tech around decentralized finance to build bridges, not walls. Push regulators to create new frameworks that serve creators, not block them. Lobby hard. Build coalitions. Shape the existing landscape with the tools decentralized networks provide. Fifth, obsess over culture of becoming. Forget being comfortable, forget repeating old stories. Encourage brutal self overcoming daily. Those ventures and funds that thrive in this new world will be hungry, learning machines, constantly adapting, constantly pushing against the limits humans once thought fixed. They'll embody not just profit seeking, but mission driven action to change how capital flows. This rebellious spirit is contagious. And lastly, remember the few who see this future and dive into it, who build and fight for it, are the ones who will own the next 10, 20 years of venture capital. This decentralized vision dashes nationalism, identity, and old loyalties against the rocks of reality and creates something new, connected, global, meritocratic, unstoppable. But it takes courage, it takes hunger. It takes the refusal to accept less. So it's time to stop whining about gatekeepers and start building your own gates and keys. It's time to become the link no system can break. The world wants you to be small, to stay limited, to bow to the way money flows now. Reject that. Transcend it. Become the fire starter who turns old capital channels into rivers of pure energy, free and wild, fueling the impossible. The foundation is already shaking. Seize this moment. Build these connections. Ignite this revolution in capital flow. Because the future doesn't wait, and neither should you.